Lived in Denmark for over 4 years with absolutely no intention of returning to the US, and we've been working hard these past 4 years as a family to acclimate to Denmark as much as possible. So I thought it'd be fun to make a series about all the ways life in Denmark has fundamentally changed me as a human being, and we will start with one that is seasonally appropriate. Now, I was never one of those girlies that made Halloween my entire personality, and no shade to them at all. I do think it's very cool and wish I could be on that level. When I first moved here, I was sad to realize that Halloween wasn't really a thing here. It's just not a Danish holiday. Well, it wasn't. But since living here, it has become more and more of a thing, and I realized this year that I was kind of like, can we not? Like, we already have Fastelavn, and I just feel like that is enough. I mean, Halloween is fun, and I'm not anti, but it's just that when we lived in the US, I like went off for every single holiday. Halloween, Thanksgiving, Easter, St. Patrick's Day, 4th of July. Don't get me wrong, celebrating those holidays is fun, but I realized why I went so hard on celebrating in the US, because when you live in the US, you are constantly receiving an influx of bad news. There are insane and just unfortunate things, what feels like all day and every day in the US, and it's kind of like all anybody talks about. It felt really important to have these moments to focus on positivity and joy and celebration, whereas normal everyday life in Denmark, I have the privilege of saying, is just very pleasant and uneventful and just lovely. So besides like Yule and Påske and Fastelavn, I don't really see the need for all that it takes to celebrate a holiday when having 4 kids. I'm curious if this makes sense to anybody, and if you guys want to hear more about ways I have fundamentally changed since living in Denmark.